got a special one. We got your favorite player here on Cut Talk, man. Milwaukee's best kept secret. My guy, Chris Hortman, man. Appreciate you for pulling up, bro.
My man.
For another one. We finally in the gym with a pro. So we're going to see what he can do, see if his shot is still there. But just thank you again, bro, for pulling up, man. It worked out getting the gym today. So happy to have you. I got to read the resume. My man I'm going to do a little bit of it because I want to get to there, but like just stamped. Played at Tulsa, went to MATC, then was an NIAI D1. Then my man went to Stout for 2 years. That's why I ran into him. Stout, they did us, but I forgive him today, man. But just a phenomenal player. Then started his overseas career, Spain Basketball Academy in 2006, semi-pro in Australia. And we're gonna tap into the pro playing experience. You did Germany your first year. I'm not even gonna pronounce the first name, bro, because I'm gonna butcher it. But Germany, Croatia. Then you did Macedonia. Then what's the country with the K?
Kosovo.
Kosovo did that, and then my man went into the boss talk. Started his own pro team in 2023 in Croatia. Plug the team real quick.
KK Istra.
Come on, man. This is the first guy I know to start a pro team, so that's dope, man. So I want you to give that whole spiel, that whole story, man. But we're going to see if my guy can shoot today. He still got it, man. We're going to get on this court, man.
Yeah.
And with these interviews, bro, I like to start from the very beginning, you know what I'm saying, childhood, where you grew up from, and then just go from there, bro. So you got the rock, man. It's on you first. Break it down to us, bro. Where you from?
I'm from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
North side is what I claim.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to school out in Tulsa.
Okay.
I lived in Tulsa for a long time.
Okay.
And to be honest, my first love was soccer. I played soccer.
Speak on it.
And I actually had an incident where I was scoring too many goals and the parents complained. So I end up, I can't hit one. I end up being forced to sit. And one day, my sister's gonna be mad at this. One day, my sister was out driving with some dudes and they was hooping.
Yeah.
I was like, man, let me try it.
Yeah.
And,
how old was you at the time?
Who knows? 11, 12. And the little dudes didn't want me to hoop. They're like, nah. My sister's like, I got you, I'll play you. And I just emulated what I had seen. I did a crossover and she rolled her ankle. We had the Paul Piercer to the house, and they was like, "Little dog, you got it. You know you can do it."
Yeah.
And so I picked up basketball and like slowly developed a love for it, developed a passion for it, and just really early, I made my decision. Hey, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Everything and everyone else can kick rocks.
Yeah. So, was you going to school in Tulsa at that time too, or you still on the north
side?
Oh yeah,
we was 5th, 6th grade. You know, very. Undeveloped.
Okay, well, what was the elementary school you went to?
I went to Lincoln in Tulsa. Then I ended up going to Longfellow and then moving to Tulsa East.
Okay, cool.
I'm one of your classic stories.
Yeah?
Longfellow, so middle school.
Yeah.
I failed choir.
Wait, pause. We gotta break that down, man. How you fail choir, bro?
I didn't sing. I wasn't into it. I was determined. Hey, I'm playing basketball. What I need a choir class for? I hadn't got into the understanding of the system yet.
Yeah.
So I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I failed it. Teacher didn't change my grade.
Yeah.
I didn't learn after my 8th grade year, 7th grade year. So I didn't play middle school basketball.
Yeah. That's tough. So was you playing AAU at the time too, or you was just?
I started playing AAU. RIP Coach Bell. I started out in the Wisconsin Wizards.
Okay, yeah.
Right up the street.
For sure.
And I did that. Still the passion was there, but the understanding of what was all going on and what I was striving for really wasn't.
Okay.
So it's tons of nonsensical mistakes.
Yeah.
Played your freshman basketball, played your JV.
Okay.
Then it came to my time to play varsity. We had an outstanding player, Jerry Smith.
Yeah, for sure.
He played on the varsity level, and they just made it clear, hey, this is his team. You're not playing. and we'll see. Next year we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Now, was you 06 or was you 07 or 08?
I was 07.
Okay. Oh, so you was a year under Jerry.
Yeah, a year under Jerry. So I knew the drill.
Yeah.
I was able, my whole childhood I watched, the Al Hassans, I watched the Devin Harris. So I was, seeing Jerry, I knew how the system. Like, hey, I'll wait my turn.
Yeah, for sure.
Waited my turn, was able to eventually show, hey, I can play at this level, at least in practice.
Yeah.
So I was really excited for a senior year. I actually met you in the summer league.
Yeah.
In my senior year, I had a very outstanding showing in my eyes.
Yeah.
But when the season came, I was sitting behind a freshman, so I couldn't handle that.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that.
Tough,
so I just quit and I stopped playing.
Man. What you think it was, bro?
Huh?
What you think it was? What was going on where you couldn't play
with
man?
me? It's a system.
Yeah.
This is a while ago, and they had a certain way. Your parents needed to be involved in a certain way.
Okay.
The booster club needed to be involved in a certain way, and if you weren't involved in that, which I wasn't, it wasn't about basketball.
Yeah. I get you. I get you. That's unfortunate.
For me, it's fortunate. I needed that, and I needed early to figure out if I loved the game, because I had a moment on, is this worth it?
Right.
Is this something that I want to still strive for?
Yeah. So when you walked away, was there a plan like, I still want to play this game in terms of getting into college, or what was the plan for that?
No, I was 18. I didn't really know. I didn't have a clue. I just knew I couldn't handle that heartbreak. But my mom made it very clear, you're gonna get a job or you're gonna go to college.
Yeah.
And I wasn't finna get no jobs. So I went D-Wade. I had a teammate in AAU, Arkeem Wade.
Yeah.
And he told me where he was going. So I just simply looked up the college, went and got a house and registered for the college, and figured I would go to tryouts. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
Still a knucklehead at this time.
Yeah.
So Coach Casey, he ended up kicking me off the team.
You gotta explain, bro. Explain.
I was wild, man. I was fresh from Milwaukee.
I got you.
At this time, I was still smoking weed. I was smoking blacks. I wasn't responding well to authority.
Yeah.
And I had a simple situation where I needed to man up and apologize for my wrongs.
Yeah.
But I blamed everyone else. And Coach Casey did what he needed to do and removed me from the team, which was huge for me, because that level of discipline wasn't there. That level of maturity wasn't there to take responsibility, and he held me accountable. And I didn't understand at the time, but eventually I got it, and he let me come back around the team, and then our team got shut down, so he asked me to come to MATC with him.
Okay.
So I was one of the first, I was with his first class of players down at MATC.
Okay. That's what's up. So
unfortunately, in my run at MATC, I don't know, 2-3 games before the playoffs, I ran into this big calf white dude at the Page, and he just obliterated my ankle. And I wasn't able to do what I needed to do for our team to advance. Still
he like fell on it?
Or he just jumped, landed on my ankle. It was done, man. It was done. I was still a knucklehead, so I wasn't going to class. And I was unable to accept any of the scholarships. I believe I led junior college. I was top 5 in every category. Even turnovers. So, so I had the, possibilities to go other places. And one of my biggest regrets in life, which I look back on it, I was right, but the coach figured out a way to where if I just took a Spanish class for the summer, I'd be able to go D1.
Okay.
And just who I was and my maturity level at that moment, I told the coach, I'm too good to not go pro regardless, so I don't need it. So I just...
That's tough. Question for you, bro. So when you got to MA, did you just use 1 year of eligibility there?
Yeah.
Or okay, just one. Okay,
One
so you
year.
still got 3 years after MA.
Yeah. No. I used one in up north.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I used one.
Yeah.
At MA.
Okay.
So I had to go somewhere.
Okay.
I ended up going NAIA.
Okay.
It was a free ride.
How did that come about? Was they just scouting you?
I had D1s all the way down to D2s,
Okay.
NAIA. It's
Okay.
just, honestly, a player, my boy JD, I went to junior college with him, and
Yeah.
he ended up going there.
Okay.
So I just,
Oh, okay.
hey, bro, I
got you.
want to go to college. So
Yeah.
one
I
of
got
those
you.
scenarios. Still a knucklehead.
Yeah.
No, no thought about the future. No thought about anything. Just I want to hoop.
Yeah.
So literally what you would expect from a potential D1 athlete playing
Yeah.
NAIA.
Yeah.
Still a knucklehead, again, uncoachable, but I could play. So I led the team and scoring, rebounding, assists as well.
Let me ask you, bro, at this point with your game, what stood out about your game at this point?
Oh, at this point I just didn't get tired.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I can't tell you why. I did work, but it was just a God-given ability.
Yeah.
And when everyone else got tired, I was able to push. So I was able to rack up on the points, rack up on the assists from very, very basic things. Not like it's an incredible game.
Yeah.
The ball's going out of bounds. Everyone else sits and watches it. I run and go get the rebound. Mm-hmm. That's it. So at this point, got into it with the coach.
Yeah. And what state was this in?
Missouri.
Okay.
Got into it with the coach.
Yeah.
He made it clear he didn't like me, but he played me. And I got injured. And this was my first time I seen a group of guys honestly come together to not see me come back. So they played the best I've ever seen for their level of guys play because they understood if they didn't play well, the tyrant would be coming back. I didn't run plays. I shot wild shots. They showed that, hey, we can be a team. So then the coach did what a coach should do. He didn't play me when I came back.
Right.
And I just, again, everybody's fault but mine.
Yeah.
So I quit that one.
Nah, what was you? They had you at the 1 or the 2 out there, or just all over the place?
The motor was there, man. So you could put me at the 1, I'm running. You put me at the 2, I'm running.
Yeah.
I gained some athleticism, so I was able to get some dunks, some stuff like that.
Okay. So you do your stint there. Now what's next after that, bruh?
Chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just, man, fuck basketball, man. Fuck all this. And I got a job working at a meat factory with my boy C. Rob.
Okay.
And just chilling.
Yeah.
Really kind of got rid of basketball, gave up on basketball.
Yeah.
Then my little bro would just tell me, man, come on, man, come down to Lincoln. This is when Lincoln was the spot, Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
And so I'd be able to start hooping on Sundays. And slowly but surely, the itch came back. You know how it is.
How old were you at this time, bro?
We getting around 23, 24.
Okay.
Around that range. And I'll just never forget it, man. I was down at the park. Some old dude had came up to me like, man, I've been watching you the last couple weeks. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna sound crazy, but I have visions. And if you go play college one more year, you will play pro. Yeah. And I was like, get out of my face.
Right. I ain't trying to hear that. Yeah.
Get up out of here.
Yeah.
Something happened. I didn't have a ride.
Yeah.
OG, like, I'll give you a ride home. Oh, cool. He called a coach. Yeah. Being UW South Division III.
Okay.
2 weeks later, I'm on a bus. I go out there. Go to Stout.
Yeah. That's crazy. Just like that.
Just like that.
You warmed up now, bruh.
What are you gonna see? See, said nothing.
So you get your stout, bro. And did you know anything about stout before
I knew
you,
nothing to no one there. I knew a couple guys there just from being back in the city.
Yeah.
My boy Jarvis Ragland.
Yeah, shout out to Jarvis,
Yeah,
man.
J Rag. He really showed me my way around there, and I made a decision, man. Like it couldn't be a coincidence, and none of this. I made a decision that I'm gonna go all in. I deactivated my Facebook. I made a schedule.
Yeah.
And I just locked in.
Yeah.
Credit wise, I wouldn't been eligible to graduate, so I set out a year.
Okay.
And
was you able to still practice with the team?
I practiced with the team,
okay.
traveled with the team. I did everything. Was even doing a little coaching, but I really focused in on my body. I was around like 160 pounds.
Okay.
Lightweight. Focused on my body. Focused on my fundamentals.
Yeah.
Tossing with a tennis ball.
Yeah.
Those kind of work.
Doing all that.
And got to it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when it came down to me actually playing the next year, coach told me, we have a group of seniors who've been with me since they were freshmen, so I can't start you. And that coaching war began again, the battle back and forth. And it was a rough ride. At points I wanted to quit.
Yeah.
But I eventually stuck it out, and I ended up able to be the first and only player in Division III history to get all conference off the bench.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
But I made my choice.
Yeah.
So I had to figure it out after college.
Yeah. So what was the process, bro? You finish up at Stout, have a good season's there. Now, like, how do you get to the pro level? What do you have to go through?
Man, that's actually my huge plight of what I'm doing right now, but in all honesty, there was nothing. There's no options. Everyone who told me, hey, do this and do that, they had no option for me.
Yeah.
The main option is, everyone says, hey, go to Vegas and do the tryout.
Yeah.
I did that. I went to the Vegas tryout. I averaged, it's an open gym setting, so I averaged 30 and 20, and I signed with the agency the first day.
Okay.
Eventually, the agency told me they couldn't get a team to bite on my resume. So I was signed with a high-level agency, but no team would go with a player who played Division III.
Yeah.
So again, I was at nothing. I had no available options for pro. I had nothing. So I just went on a search, pure search. I went to scam camps all over the U.S. I traveled. Then I decided I must leave the country. So the first thing I did, I went on a tour in Australia.
Okay. And you just found that just doing your
Google,
searches on
Google. Did a tour in Australia.
Yeah.
Led the tour in scoring, rebounding, the usual.
How long was the tour?
2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks, all the main cities.
Yeah.
Playing different level pro teams.
Yeah. What was that like? What was the difference, bro? You playing college now, you basically on the pro level, bro. What was the difference in the game?
This had no difference, really.
Yeah, this is basketball.
Basketball, honestly, the pro level is not what you think. When we got to the higher levels, it was more organization.
Yeah.
But individual skill set really wasn't there.
Yeah.
I told you I led that in scoring, led it in rebounding, led it in assists. But still, unfortunately, wasn't able to get a team to bite on me.
Yeah.
Because of the resume.
Okay.
And that stung. Because I did what I was supposed to do. I did the work.
Right.
So I refused to go home. I stayed in a hotel till my credit cards ran out. Eventually, I ended up staying at a train station, staying outside. Every single day, I go to, they got internet cafes.
Yeah.
I go to internet cafe and search for teams. Get on Facebook, message people.
So was it like, man, this gotta work? Is this or bust?
Oh, ain't no
you
bust.
wasn't trying to hear nothing else.
There was no bust.
Yeah.
It's gonna work. Just a matter of how. So, end up finding a team.
Yeah.
On the lowest level, they had no money. I had to pay for everything, which I didn't have. Fortunately, God brought angels in my in my life to help me.
Yeah.
And I played my first year there in hopes of moving up. And I played the whole season. I got MVP. At the end of the season, I found out that the higher level team did ask for me to come up. And my coach said no because of how valuable he felt I was for the team.
Oh, come on.
That heart broke me, so I left the country. Vowed not to go back.
And was this in Australia or Germany?
This was Australia.
Okay.
So then my next leg is like, how do I break into the the European market?
Yeah.
So I learned about the academies. So I went to an academy in Spain, and started learning about the pro life, learning about how their things work.
Yeah.
Again, did really well, but they didn't have any level offers for me.
Okay.
When my time ran up.
And bro, explain when you go to the academy, explain what that is.
Is you live in the pro life without a contract. So I pay you to teach me the pro life. So we would wake up, practice in the morning.
Yeah.
Lunch, rest, practice at night, weights in between.
Yeah.
And then they give you local teams. You play local teams. You play exhibition games.
Okay.
In hopes of these teams to sign you.
Yeah, okay.
But really the way they had it set up, these teams didn't have no money to sign you. So it was more of a scam, in my opinion.
Right.
Because I produced.
Yeah.
So again, ran out of money. The summer league, I did all that. That was over. So then I went on a tour. Shout out to my boy Brian and Nate. They came out with me.
Okay.
And we just Google searched all countries and anyone who would let us in the gym.
Yeah.
Found a team, found a camp in Germany.
Yeah.
They let me in the gym, and after that it was over. I had multiple offers at the pro level, low level, but pro level to play.
Okay.
I signed my first contract in Germany.
Okay.
And
what's the feeling like, bro? You do all that work to get your...
I'm finna bag it up, see what I got.
Oh, you making your way back to half.
Oh, yeah, that's where we going.
So you signed your first deal, bro, in Germany. The season starts, bro. What's going on with you? How's the play?
It was low level.
Yeah.
So I was a high level player. I put up numbers that they hadn't seen. It was more of a fun experience. It wasn't a challenging experience. It was very, very fun.
Yeah.
But our team was horrible. So in the pro level, when you have a dominant player, it's very simple. The player goes or the coach goes.
Yeah.
If you're losing, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
They chose the coach. They got rid of the coach my first year. They brought in one player, a shooter, which is all I need.
Yeah.
They brought in one shooter, and we were able to win the second half of the season. We won all the games.
Oh, that's what's up. And bro, question for you. Do they got that rule in place for the Americans where it can only be like 2 on the team or whatever?
Yep.
1 in the game at a time, something like that.
Yep. It mattered the league, it mattered the level, but yep, they had that. I was fortunate. The guy that I played with, he had a European passport.
Okay.
So you had 2 Americans. They weren't. I was already averaging almost a triple-double off of 30.
Yeah.
He came in. They couldn't stop us.
Yeah. So you had that year, bro. Money. Had that year. It was a good year. What's next after that, bro? You stay in Germany or you go elsewhere?
Yeah. I knew I had figured out how the system worked by then.
Yeah.
Once you get on, you stay in your country and you build up.
Okay.
So I signed with the higher level team and went to work.
Okay. So you get with the higher level team, bro. What's going on? And what's the difference between the levels, bro?
Size of people.
Okay.
Size and speed.
Yeah.
Really it's going to be tough in Europe to find a individual skill player, but you're going to find someone bigger, someone stronger, and someone smarter.
Yeah.
He may not have a step back, he may not have that, but he understands the pick and roll, he understands the defensive rotations. So That's really it. Exact same thing. Led in scoring, led in rebounding. Our team was undefeated. It was very clear I was going to get Player of the Year. Our team would win the championship. And then in warm-up and practice, I tore my meniscus.
Oh, damn. What's the feeling like now, man? You go through that injury. What's up with you?
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
I knew where I was going. I knew it was very clear. And my team went from like guaranteed we're going to win it to not making, it's not sure if we'll make the playoffs. And this is where this is where I had my first experience with agents and GMs.
Okay.
They forcing you to play injured. And the doctor told me I'd be lucky to start walking again in late January. The GM and coach wanted me to play early December. I was super fortunate at this time. I had my mother out there.
Okay.
So I wasn't really fazed by their pressure. I was able to confide in my mother and, what should I do?
Yeah.
I played one game, a very important game that we needed. I won the game. Well, I didn't win it. We won the game. But it was very clear that I wasn't ready. And it was also clear to me that they didn't care for me as a person.
Yeah.
And for me, that was huge.
Yeah.
I did a lot for not just the program. I'm training kids. I'm doing community work for them.
Okay.
And it just didn't sit well.
That's tough, man. So what's the plan you coming up with?
What's the plan? I emptied my bank account.
Yeah.
Made sure my mom was straight on her ticket home. Germany's close to Amsterdam. I went and kicked it with Amsterdam for a couple days and went to the crib.
Okay. Man, that's tough.
My stats was good enough.
Yeah.
That I still moved up leagues the next year.
Did you go back to Germany or you went somewhere else?
I went, honestly, first I went to Croatia.
Okay.
And I went to Croatia. Have you ever seen the documentary Once Brothers about Drazen Petrovic?
Yeah.
I had seen that documentary and I became obsessed with the thought that Drazen was this good and no one knows.
Yeah.
And I felt like, man, you think you're a basketball, well, I don't know the word for it, but I really thought I knew about basketball, and to not have a clue about this caliber player, what he did to our legends. I became obsessed with him, and I had his jersey, I had his rookie card, and that summer I worked up my leg back, and I'm getting ready, I'm talking teams to go to Germany. I got a call at 3 a.m. to go play in Croatia for $200 a month. And I actually laughed at it the first time. I'm like, hey, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
But then I had this feeling, man. Again, it was similar to like when I met this dude under the tree. Like, this is destiny.
Yeah.
So I did it. I woke my family up. My mother cooked breakfast for me one more time, and about 2 or 3 hours later, I was on a plane, other side of the world.
That's crazy. So, was this Croatia top league tour? Or
this is where they got me, my man. This is the first time they got me. They told me it's Croatian first league.
Yeah.
But in Croatia, they have a first league and a Premier League.
Okay.
So
they didn't tell you that.
They didn't tell me that until I got there,
yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why I left. So I got there. I played extremely well, averaged about 40.
Yeah.
Got a very, very solid contract from Germany.
Yeah.
Again, moving up leagues, so I left.
Okay.
But it was a trick.
Yeah. Explain.
I got to Germany. They bought me out of my contract in Croatia.
Yeah.
And they didn't play me. It was a coach he claimed he discovered me at the tryout that I went to.
Yeah.
And he claimed he's the one who called all the other coaches.
Yeah.
So when it was time for me to move up leagues, I didn't sign with him. And this was his get back. He bought me out of my contract, took me over there, and basically tried to shame me. I couldn't do right. I played 8 minutes total with 4 or 5 subs, and then he cut me.
That's tough, man.
And that's when I knew I was going to be done with Germany.
Did you have an agent at that time too, or it was just?
No, at this point I realized you don't really need an agent.
Yeah. Okay, so that BS go down in Germany. Now we got to figure out something else. So what was the plan?
I did really, really well in Croatia.
Yeah.
So I just tapped into the Croatian market and I got a top league job the next year.
Okay, that's what's up, man. And about what year is this going on right now?
Oh, it took me 4 years to get to top league, 3 years to get to top league.
Okay.
Outside of signing pro. So, got to top league, you know, I'm thinking this and this and that, this and that.
Yeah.
Exact same. Led in scoring, led in rebounding.
Yeah.
The deal I had with the team is they were a new team to the league. That's why they were willing to take me with my resume.
Okay.
The deal was I could do whatever I want. We had to win 4 games.
Okay.
We were able to win those. We were able to win 3 games in the first half of the season.
Yeah.
They got a new coach. They got a new Serbian coach. If you know anything about that, Serbians don't like Americans.
Yeah.
A lot of history with that. And he basically told me this is no longer the Chris Hortman show, and he put me in a corner. And you already know how I do it down. I quit. And no need to fight that, no need to fight the disrespect. I knew that each game would hurt my resume more because my points were going down. So I just stopped playing. I made deals with them, you know, negotiations, and I left.
Damn. So what's next after that, bro?
Next was found a deal in Kosovo.
Okay. And where is that close to?
Kosovo is next to Greece, next to Albania, next to Serbia.
Yeah.
It was all part of the Yugoslavia, all these countries.
Okay.
So went to Kosovo, which is technically one of the highest leagues I played in.
Yeah.
It was I call it a G League league. So
okay.
A lot of ex-G leaguers go there, so you normally need a resume for there.
Yeah.
This was during the COVID year.
Yeah.
Led in scoring. I think I got second in rebounding this year, averaged 20, 10, and 5.
Okay.
And my girlfriend at the time got pregnant.
So what country did you meet her in, your lady?
I met her in Croatia during my little stint during those 4 games.
Yeah, yeah.
And really wild story with her. I just seen her. And I just, again, got this feeling. And something told me she's going to give me the greatest son this country's ever seen.
Yeah.
I went and told her. She told me, you're crazy, for sure. And my second year, when I went back, she ended up coming to live with me. We ended up talking. And never looked back. So she was with me in Kosovo.
Yeah.
And she got pregnant. And then I had to make a decision on what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I felt like I had made so many sacrifices to get what I wanted.
Yeah.
I forced her to make sacrifices. You know, she traveled to countries with me that she had nothing to do. She was waiting on me all day. And I didn't believe that it would be the right thing to do for my son.
Yeah, yeah. Now, was it because she from Croatia, was she able to travel like?
Yeah, it's like traveling states there.
Okay.
And so then I went to her city. We got ready for the baby.
Yeah.
I called up the closest Division I top league team. I called the general manager, gave him a little offer, said, hey, I want to play for you guys. He sent me a contract in 24 hours. That ended up being the worst thing ever because he forgot to talk to the coach. So the coach felt disrespected and felt that he needed to prove that they didn't need me. So I went from averaging probably one of the highest, you know, in the country to not playing. And I had brought my mom out again with me to get ready for my son. And at this point, I just didn't let it faze me. I was just being a pro. I did my drills. I I did my workouts. I just didn't play.
Yeah. Bro, it just seemed like overseas, it's a lot of egos with these coaches,
Come
man,
on with it now.
Like, it ain't making sense. You benching good players because you feel slighted, man.
It seems like a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
And this is where I was getting at, and this is where I was coming to. I end up, at this point, I had dealt with tons of teams, so I knew how to handle the situation. I ended up negotiating out. They paid me out as if I still played, and I went to go have my son. Again, so now I'm on paid leave, basically. One of my buddies at the time asked me to come play with him in the third division.
Okay.
And like they were excited, but they didn't understand like a top league player playing third division, we're gonna win the championship.
Yeah.
The management didn't understand. I got them to make a deal with me. Hey, if I win the championship for you guys, you make me the coach. Of course, we won the championship. All summer, they told me I would be the coach. And then the last little bit, they said I couldn't be the coach, and they didn't have money to pay me as a player. And this is when I had like decided that I no longer wanted to participate in a system that had been burning me from the jump.
Yeah.
I sat out that year. I did some investigation with my wife on how to start my own team.
Yeah.
So then I went and started my own club.
Okay. That's what's up, man. So that's a tough task. I like a big bite to chew off, man. You saying you want to start your own team.
Oh my God.
So did you have like a vision you wanted to put into play in terms of what your team looked like, or it was just like I'm doing this?
Yeah, I wanted to play American basketball inside the European environment, which they would not be able to compete with.
Right.
Because they refuse their ego, they refuse to allow certain types of plays.
Yeah.
And what I had been able to be successful in, the reason why I was successful in basketball is because I played open gym basketball in the pro setting.
Yeah.
So the shots that they weren't allowed to shoot, I was shooting and making.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted the team to be like. And also my son. I understood that if I came back to America, he would be in the same position that I would be in and other people in, and have his destiny in the hands of a coach, destiny in the hands of the system that truly didn't care about him.
Yeah, that's tough.
So it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
The first year I played for us, and I almost did it. I almost won the league by myself, but we lost to actually one of the teams I used to play for, but they were professional. They had 10 professional players.
Yeah.
Didn't really have a chance.
Yeah.
But got close.
Yeah.
Now, I got a really long time until my son is ready. So now my main focus is providing this platform for guys who the system won't look at.
Right.
For guys who did the work, for guys who deserve it, and the guys who need it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's a form of validation.
Yeah.
For all the work that you put in.
Mm-hmm.
So my new mission is just to help make guys pro.
Yeah.
Our first year, we signed a guy directly out of high school, just to prove a point.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need Division I. You don't need a grade point average.
Yeah.
You don't need an agent. You just need me to say yes.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. So with your situation, so are y'all recruiting and y'all training? So do you have a team in place with you, bro, to help you out?
Oh no, man, it's just me and my wife.
Just you and your wife. So what's your ultimate vision in
My
terms of what your
vision
situation
is getting
gonna
the
look
team
like?
to the Euro League.
Okay.
In Europe, you're able to win up leagues, and you can just imagine a AAU team.
Yeah.
Turn into, when they're 18, then that's when they turn pro.
Yeah.
And then when they're pro, they can win from high school to college, from college to G League. You can win your way up.
Mm-hmm.
So my ultimate goal is to win us up to the top league in Croatia, and then from the top league of Croatia to the European leagues where you travel around, and the highest league is the Euro League.
Yeah.
And I got 10 years to do that by the time my son's old enough.
Okay. Now with your son, bro, does he speak English?
My son is, he speaks English and Croatian.
Okay, which one is he like more like kind of comfortable with?
Oh, for him there's no difference. He talked to dad in English, he talked to mom in Croatian.
Okay.
He translates for me, so when we go around, I didn't learn the language. Yeah. He can tell me what they're saying.
Yeah. That's dope, man. So like, your journey, that's movie-ish, bro. All the stuff. You ever thought about writing a book?
Yeah, I actually do. I want to finish it first.
Yeah. Do you still think with your team, bro, will you ever like hop on the roster?
Oh, I still play.
You still play?
I play for other teams inside the league.
Okay.
Mainly it's just to build relationships and to help other guys. I had it lined up for another guy to play, but something happened. Yeah. And just building relationships. With my resume now, I'll be able to play basically whenever I want. Okay. But I really want to open up relationships so I can play 1 year and then say, hey, and then I can bring a guy in next year. So I'm still at it, man. I manage the team. We always schedule the games opposite, so now I had to learn about the management part, like the team schedules the games. I didn't know how that go. So I just manage to schedule the games opposite from when I play. Okay. And I play one day, next day I go and manage.
Man, that's a lot of hats to wear, bro. How do you just maintain all of that, bro? What's the method to the madness to just manage this?
There's one method, and it's just show up today. Yeah. I made my choice a long time ago, what I want. And regardless how hard it gets, if I show up today and make it through the day, it's a guarantee we're gonna have a chance at it tomorrow.
For sure. Now, bro, you just being from Milwaukee and having ties here in the basketball world, do you got a plan to kind of incorporate some of that into what you got going on in Europe? Or
that's exactly why I'm here, and that's solely my only plan. I want to make this to get Milwaukee guys to turn pro. Okay. And to get Milwaukee youth to Europe, to Croatia, to see and experience the culture there, and to give hope. Okay. To give a light at the end of the tunnel. The league is far and the league is hard. Yeah. Europe is far and it's hard, but with our club, it's a guarantee. Yeah. I literally can pick next year as a guy to come over and play pro. Mm-hmm. My main issue now is going to be funding, which is going to determine the level at which I'm able to succeed too. Yeah. So I came here to build bridges. I got one side of the bridge already done, and I came here this summer to figure out and to find the program and to find the people who see the vision to support it, so we can bring these guys over and get the ball rolling. Okay. Yeah. Is it a certain dollar amount you need, or is just like, man, whatever I can get? Yeah, there's a certain dollar I need, specifically about $50,000 to manage both programs for the entire year. Okay. So we have a men's program, a senior pro team. I have a U16 youth team and a U13 youth team. Yeah. And then my next vision, what I'm working on this summer, is bringing 5 to 10 inner city brown and black boys to Croatia and just experience under the academy style basketball. And of course, we have to do, get them passports, get them flights, get them housing, get them foods, get chaperones, all those things that come with it. But I believe there's a community that can push this and that needs this. So now the door's open and we're just here to figure it out. Yeah. Do you think what you're doing is the first of its kind in Milwaukee? I think what I'm doing is the first of the kind ever. Yeah. It's what I needed. If I had this, we'd be, I don't think we'd be sitting here talking. Right. If I had certain doors open for me. Right. And the struggle that I had to get where I was able to get wasn't necessary. Yeah. And for me, I'll be honest, it's very selfish intent. It's for my son. Yeah. But on the other way, people can ride the wave. Mm-hmm. So it's just now putting in the work behind it. The team is done. We play FIBA certified league. Yeah. Everything on my end is done. Yeah. And now it's just coming over here and then finding the souls that's ready.
Yeah.
It's not an easy task.
Right.
Going over there, just being that far away from your family, being so far away around people you can't understand. Mm-hmm. And finding those people who are ready for it, the people who the community feels that they deserve it, mm-hmm. and then we push those guys.
Yeah.
And it's a no longer if, it's only a when thing. So we have a guy, everyone, he's done his work. It's not when he's going, if he's going pro, he's going pro for sure.
Yeah.
And the system that I use with our style of basketball, for example, we had a guy last year, 5'7", Jalen, shout out my boy. He couldn't get a job offer at all. Mm-hmm. He came out with us. I'm the coach, I'm telling everyone, give him the ball. Mm-hmm. The team understands our system. Off of his highlight tape alone, he was able to get a team. He got a tryout in Italy, and now he'll be playing Italy next year.
Oh, that's what's up.
And this is how we'll be able to turn the leaf and just getting into our program. The system has to accept you. Mm-hmm. But without, playing at certain levels, you're going to be ignored.
Yeah. I hear you, man. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that, man. It sounds like something that's not going to be easy, but was it high risk, high reward? So I think that pipeline system could definitely be beneficial here, just just across the country, bro. Just in terms of like recruiting, are you like going to the AAU games? Are you going how do you
for youth or for the
just
adults?
In general? What's your method to just recruit some of these players, bro?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So far, I've been going to high schools, just going around to see who can help with the program with funding and bringing the kids. So I went down to like Howard Fuller. I've went.
Shout out to Howard.
Shout out, yeah. I went down to these areas where they are striving for more and just showing them what we have available. Mm-hmm. I will be doing a showcase camp.
Okay.
Here in Milwaukee.
That's a good idea, yeah.
And probably Chicago as well.
Okay.
And it's not going to be, I've experienced the scam camps. Mm-hmm. I know exactly how it goes. It's going to be a real evaluation.
Yeah.
And we're going to look into who you are as a person, who you are as a man, who you are as your work ethic.
Yeah.
And then we'll also be looking at who you are on the court.
Right.
And we're going to find a guy. We're going to find two guys as well, actually, because you really only need a half season under our system. You're getting 35 shots a game.
Yeah.
If you can't put a highlight tape together.
Yeah, that's mad. 35 shots a game, man.
I'm the
just
coach.
Make 8 of them straight, bro.
And it's truly about just highlights.
Yeah.
Getting the highlights and seeing what you can do. Most likely, if you can, if we pick a guy, most likely he'll be able to create a career out of this.
Yeah,
and it won't be a one-stop shop.
For sure.
And it'll be something. Let's see if I can get some deep ones in, man.
For sure. Now I need you to do this, bro.
Yep.
Just your playing career so far, man. Talk about some of your best experiences, just the game that you just put it on full display, man. One of your best games so far.
One of my best games that I hold on dearly.
Yeah.
Is from here. Like I told you, we grew up down at Lincoln.
Yeah.
Played at Lincoln. Got notoriety at Lincoln.
Yeah.
And then the guys from McGov will come over.
Oh yeah.
And
shout out to McGov and Lincoln.
One game I got picked up against the McGov guys. Everybody was watching.
Yeah.
You know how they get down.
Yeah.
So it was a real battle.
Yeah.
And I got open deep, shot like a 35-footer, and we won the game. And it was the first time that I felt like a part of the community. You know, me growing up in Tulsa and doing all these things.
Yeah.
And just the support of everyone in that moment fueled me, and I held on to it. And when I got to playing higher level teams in big arenas, it's what I leaned on. I said, if I can do this in a war zone, this is light.
That's dope.
And Milwaukee did so much for me just in terms of discipline, because if you weren't in the house at a certain time, you had trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
If you went to the wrong place at the wrong time, you had trouble. And just my survival mechanism of just living here and taking that to Europe, it made it very easy.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think, it's very hard playing overseas. It's not.
Yeah.
Getting inside the door is hard, and actually the higher level you move up, the easier it becomes. They can't send a triple team. In some scenarios they can't send a double team. And when you got guys playing one-on-one and you're from Milwaukee, they don't have a chance.
Right.
So just leaning on that moment really helped me in crucial moments.
Yeah.
Crucial moments, the stadium filled, I was able to lean and just, hey, I got this.
Yeah.
And the results,
they speak for themselves.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Just a few more questions about just life overseas in terms of just entertainment and having fun when you ain't bouncing the ball, man. What is there to do? What did you like to do in your spare time over there?
In my spare time, I liked to dribble the ball and work out.
Yeah.
Of course, you have they have specific events, like there's something called a players ball.
Okay.
Where all the basketball players from the surrounding areas go to a club.
Yeah.
And all the girls from the club try to go talk to basketball players.
Go. Yeah.
So you have those events, but really maybe once, twice in my career I did that. Mainly I just stick in the gym.
Okay.
My newest hobby of all hobbies now is training my son.
Yeah. Yeah.
And every day we have basketball as a team has practice, or we have a team training, and he's there with me. And that's my hobby. That's my joy. And being able to build that connection with him through basketball, growing up without a father, it was really filling in gaps.
Yeah.
And it's making the game wholesome.
That's dope. I like that phrase. I like that.
A lot of the time basketball was survival, so it really got to a point where I didn't want to play.
Yeah.
But I had to play.
Yeah.
And being able to be with him and being able to find that joy back again just really makes it fun. I was actually really excited to come in here just to shoot. And I hadn't had that feeling in a long time when I woke up and I shot every day.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't, it wasn't guaranteed that I would get that next contract.
I hear you. That's deep when you say it, man. Just in terms of one more personal question, bro. In terms of the food scene over there, bro, how was it adjusting, man?
Trash.
Eating here, they eating over there,
trash,
bro.
Man. The food there is trash in terms of it's not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
So it's healthy food. Over there, they like the taste of broccoli.
Okay.
They like the taste of beef, so you're not gonna get all these sauces and sugar.
Yeah.
You're gonna get what you signed up for.
Right.
And it was a huge adjustment. I have tons of foods over there that I love.
Yeah.
My wife, she being Croatian.
Okay. So she can put you on game with some stuff.
Yeah, I eat their traditional food. They have one called sarma, which is basically like a cabbage wraps up with meat. It's really good. Their food is different. Of course, as soon as I got home, I hit my Taco Bell. I just had JJ's. Shout out to JJ's and that white stuff. You already know. I was able to do that, and just been a wild journey, and to finally come back home, it feels good.
Yeah.
But I feel like now the new mission, the new goal, is gonna be just as worth it as well at the end.
No, I hear you, bro. So I ask this question to everybody on the show, bro. If the Chris you are now, coach, player, GM, had to talk to young Chris from Tulsa East, Chris from Stoutburg, what would you tell your old self, man? Just in terms of life, what advice you giving your old self?
You're right. So just shut up and keep going.
Yeah.
It worked out more than I could, imagine. The dream was to play. Owning a team now, helping other guys play, training my son. This is a fantasy. So I was more than right, and just stick with it, keep going, and just have a brief moment of encouragement, and that's just about it.
That's what's up, man. If you had to give advice to just young player who just finished up his college career and really don't know what's next in terms of playing pro, what would you tell him?
Oh, get with me.
You ain't wrong, man.
Everything else is it's a money game.
Yeah.
Of course, our trials are going to cost, but this is going to directly fund the team. It's not going to do nothing with me. when I was growing, my main thing is I wanted to change the game. So I wanted to be the next Curry.
Yeah.
I wanted to be the next LeBron. But through my experiences, I realized that I needed to change the system.
Yeah, that's real.
So our approach is completely different. But in terms of access, yeah, you got access to the world over here with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's solid, man. So, man, I need you to promote and plug and how people can get a hold of you and just how they can get the information, bro. Where should they hit you at, bro?
They can get to me on Facebook, Christopher Hortman. Our team website.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It just got definitions of our program. We're really looking for support.
Yeah.
So anyone who can donate,
look
at our site. Really, I can give my phone and my email. I'm going to be in Europe. I'm going to be here for a little bit, but I'll be in Europe. So the easiest way is really Facebook is my life now.
Okay.
We have an Instagram. We have that, but we have someone managing that, so they won't be direct access to me.
Cool.
Mainly is my Facebook.
Yeah.
I would suggest someone just going to the website, checking out my story, and just seeing the documented process.
Okay.
And when you can see the process, you can do what I did.
Yeah.
So you can go on these tours, you can go on the academies, or you can just skip the line and try to come out here with us.
Okay. Well, man, I've enjoyed hearing your story, bro. I've enjoyed the time, man. If you got any shout outs you want to give, bro, before we get up out of here.
Oh, man, first shout out you, bro.
Man, I appreciate
creating
that,
a platform for the basketballs. I've been watching you for sure.
Yeah.
Just the platform for guys and giving that validation. And that's the main thing that I feel in our American basketball culture is missing. Because so many guys, they deserve certain things that the world don't offer for them.
Yeah.
And giving guys, hey, you were someone special, you did something, let's talk about it. That's exactly why I'm doing this. And then, of course, my mom.
Shout out to Moms, man.
Moms.
Yeah.
Moms was the leading support. Whatever country I went to, she came to a game. She came to be there. I didn't have my father in life, but I had a guy who, from the moment I met him, he was able to support me. He was able to uplift my talents. His name's Andy. And I just want to thank him, man. He really helped put me in this position and motivated me in weak moments. It got tough when I was sleeping in the train station. It got tough when I got all the no's and just be able to be in my ear, hey man, you got this. Had to thank him for sure. And my little bro, man. I don't know, little bro. Little bro was there every day. Every day when I did my runs from 46 to Mayfair, he was behind me, and I knew like I couldn't let him catch me. When I went to Germany and our team was struggling, he came out there, and just these constant pushes. Right now it's my little sister. She's pushing me to take it to the next level on documenting and talking to people. My entire team.
Man, that's what's up, man.
And for sure, man, the man up high.
For sure.
Again, miracles. Consistent, a stranger coming to me telling me what God told him, affecting, huge aspects of my life. So just thanking God for putting me in this position, and more than thanking, but just showing with my work that, I can handle the responsibility.
That's dope, man. Well, I think that's the mic drop moment. I'm glad he came here. We was able to get this, man. This video will be out, if not today, tomorrow. I'm gonna definitely put your information so people could get a hold of you, bro. And anything else you need me to, put in the video so people can get a hold of you, I could do that. But yeah, man, it's Cut Talk. Christopher Hortman, man. Legend in my book, legend in others too, man. We out. Cut Talk. Beautiful job, brother.
Let's go. I got to hit one of these, man.